Welcome everyone to something you rarely see on this channel, an organized Brickitect Studio. I was talking in my recent videos about how over Thanksgiving break, I spent about 5 days working on not only this space, but also the storage room of doom, and I actually got a request from Panda Bricks who asked for a tour of the studio and specifically the storage room of not so much more doom, although you'll see here in this video that there's still plenty of doom in there, but I thought I'd take you on a tour all around here since it's been about a year since this place has actually been clean, and I don't even think I did a tour then, so we can kind of go around. This be a little bit of a longer video, and I should say that I'm using a new camera and mic setup for this, so if it looks and sounds terrible, I'm sorry, but at least it's just something unimportant like me taking you on a tour. We'll start back here at Brickitect. This was something earlier in the year that I was super proud of. I actually got this cleaned off. Well, of course, there's now Harry Potter Advent Calendar that's on here. Don't look at this if you're planning to do this in a few days. I'm recording this on the 29th of November. I don't know when this will come out because, as you know, as the sun glistens in over here, we've got a bit of a project going on over here, so there's videos in process right now. But Harry Potter Advent Calendar and, of course, the Ninjago City Gardens is still here getting worked on. I have like 5 more bags of this. This just got completely put on the back burner as though it's been on the back burner for the last 2 years. But we'll get that done, don't worry. Over here, clean bar, just like I mentioned. That's my refrigerator there, full of magnets that people have sent us from all over the world. And every time I get in there, I look at it and I'm like, wow, that's pretty darn cool. That's our sink. Marvel at it. And then up there, that's where I keep some Lego stuff and I keep some electronics and things for my cameras up in there. And then Mrs. Brickitect has some drinks over there. I don't even know what that is. But that is Brickitect, and this is in the back corner if you're looking for like a reference. The stairs are over there, and then you'd walk over here, and this is where Brickitect would be. It's always hard when you're doing a tour to make people feel as though they're actually there. So that's where we're at in the grand scheme of things. Over here, everything's still kind of set up under Thanksgiving rules. I've got the Xbox over here, which it's usually not, but I kind of like it set up over here. This is like a whole nother setup. This is a 65-inch Samsung TV, which is awesome for sitting over here. It actually turns, so you can turn it over. And then as you're sitting here at Brickitect doing whatever you do, you can watch TV over there. Below that, I have a whole bunch of Lego setup. It's, I guess, displayed, although it's not great. I'm just trying to fill spots with all the stuff that I have. Like, as you can see, my big minifig that I built this year. One of my greatest accomplishments in the world of Lego, because this was a very busy year for us outside of Lego. He's kind of blocking the Statue of Liberty back there, which is sad because you can't see her lovely face. Oh wait, no one can see her face because it's flat. Down here we've got a little bit of amusement park set up. Well, we've got a bridge. I should say, I'm not going to zoom in too close because that is like the dustiest thing you could ever imagine. So if you are allergic to dust, afraid of dust, this tour may not be the one for you. And if you could just give me some grace in terms of things being a little dusty or dirty, or if there's chocolate lab hair everywhere, you know, it's just a part of the Brickitect Studio. But we've got the carousel down there. Mrs. Brickitect got that for me for my birthday several years back. I actually have a video of us receiving that, me and Clark Mann, of course. And then this is just some other stuff here. I do plan to change all of this stuff out. We've got a little bit of Star Wars action under there. My tripod is blocking it, of course. Again, this is like, I just need to figure out something. I was just pulling things out of the storage room of doom and putting it out here. But I'd like to have some type of like semblance and order to this. Like, this should be like all Marvel. This should be like all Statue of Liberties maybe. And this should be Batman, which it is, because I only have one thing there. That's Joker Manor. I wasn't going to go into too much detail with this, but if we want to make a super long video out of this, let's just do it. Let's make it long. Over here, this is all of my bricks. These aren't going to stay here. This is kind of just a victim of circumstance. This is where they kind of ended up. Ideally, they're going to come over here. This is a lot of like stuff that needs sorted. We've got our brick separator collection, which is, I mean, it's extensive. It's crazy. This is my childhood Lego collection. This is pretty much all of it. The next thing I want to show you is something new that I installed. You guys probably remember a whole bunch of like pull-out drawers being over here. Well, I installed this lovely shelving system. And again, this is stuff that I pulled out of the storage room of doom. So everything that you see here shouldn't necessarily be there, but I was just filling it up. And the reason this one's blank is because I just got this one yesterday. I was short one of these. I was only going to do 3, but then I was like, oh, I could do 4. So if I step back here, again, for reference, this is right by Brickitect. and I move this over a little bit. You might be thinking like, well, Greg, that's not very centered. I want to have enough room that if somebody's chilling here in this chair or this stool, they can pull that out and not collapse the entire thing. If you're curious what's up on top of here, we got some Ninjago mechs. Some of my favorite Ninjago sets are from the Ninjago movie. We've got a pirate ship. We've got the start of Astro, who never got finished. Maybe that's on my list for next year. Bastion. I love anything Lego mech related. I love Lego action figures and things. We've got a little bit of a Star Wars shelf here too, with some neat stuff, including the Razor Crest. We got the Darth Vader bust back there. Sandcrawler. We've got the Slave One. And then Shuttle, which I think looks awesome there and actually takes advantage of the full height of that, unlike these other sets. Next down here, we've got one of my favorite sets. Definitely in one of the 10 sets in my top 5 Lego sets. We've got the Back to the Future DeLorean. This is the first set that Clarkman built all by himself, so I kept that built. This was sent to us by our buddy Brickitect. It's a crane, which, again, taking advantage of that full space. And then this is a rebrickable model of the Mustang that I built, and it's already starting to get dust on it. I built that this year, and it's like the modern GT500, I believe is what it is. And then we got room for more stuff, which I've got stuff to put on there, but hopefully by the end of 2024, all of these things are gone, and it's going to be replaced with new things that I build throughout the year. We're going to retire sets in the same way that Lego does. I don't know if there's any recording limits on this camera, so I'm cutting this up into small chunks so we don't lose any footage. But over here, this is what you have been seeing recently in our videos. We're working on a Lego amusement park, starting with this Legoland set, and then using that as inspiration to jump off on our own creations. So we've got a little bit of Legoland stuff here. Some of this you may not have seen yet, because again, we're recording videos as I'm making this. This is kind of jumping in because we got the request. But there's more Lego stuff under here. These are drawers of just minifigs in there. Minifigs in there. This is all thanks to Mail Time. You guys are amazing. You sent us so much stuff, and I'm hoping to make use of all of these things. This is my Technic collection over here. I've got this stuff all organized nicely. And I've shown videos of this. I made homes for all of these things. So it's nice to have that organized, which, speaking of organization, that's a lot of what's over here. Also over here, this isn't going to stay here. This is our Nintendo Switch setup. This was for Thanksgiving as well, but we've got that all set up there. So if you want to essentially turn this into an arcade, we've got multiple spots where you can play at, and you'll see more of that as we go. This is my organized Lego collection, which could easily be triple of this. In the storage room of Doom, I've got so many bins and totes of Lego that need to be organized, and this is just a small fraction of it. So I imagine by the end of next year, I'm thinking these drawers are probably going to go to the ceiling. We're going to double this. So Clarkman's literally going to have to stand on the table to reach it. In fact, we might go all the way up here. Who knows? We'll see how far we can get. But we need more space. This is just a little thing that Clarkman built over Thanksgiving break. This is well, I had to steal the roof off of this. I feel bad. It's the pizza shop and the toy shop, which he was kind of working on for our city or our amusement park. And we'll see if those go in or if we have to modify it and make it smaller, which is probably the case. But that's all of the organized stuff that I have, and it's just so nice. If you want to give a gift to yourself, organize your Lego stuff, because when you go to look for something, instead of digging, right there it is. And anytime I have to dig too much, that's when I decide that it's time to sort some more. Beside that is my 14-inch MacBook Pro. I use this to edit while I'm on the go, and that's just sitting there for now. I usually edit over here at my desk, which I'll show you here in a second. This is where I keep all my controllers, and I had this perfectly cleaned. And I don't know if you can see it or not, but I certainly can. There's a lot of fingerprints on here, and those are not mine. I want to know whose little fingers could possibly be all over this. Leave your guesses below in the comments. So I have to clean that again. This is why we can't have nice things. But down here, we've got the PlayStation 5. That's usually where the Xbox sits, and I usually have a switcher that goes between those that causes all kinds of grief. But over here, this is where all the magic happens. This is my computer setup. I have a Mac Mini that I use to edit over here, and that's typically where I edit from because I like the bigger screen, but we also have a gaming PC. This is a pre-built HP Omen that I got from Best Buy like 3 years ago, and then that ties into the PlayStation 5 or Xbox so I can record and or stream my content to YouTube. And then we've got the PlayStation 5 running over here. I just kind of set everything up so it's not just a black screen. You have something to look at. My nephew was teaching me the ways of Elden Ring, which looks to be an incredibly hard game, but I got a great deal on it, so I feel like I have to play through it. Clark's been playing some Crash Bandicoot, Fortnite, Minecraft. These are all the things that he's into, of course. This is my jam right here. Gran Turismo 7, baby. Up above the TV, this is something that's changed quite a bit since the last time you saw it. There was a big Brickitect poster here, but what I decided to do was to put in some shelves here, so instead of having a poster, I could actually display some sets, including one that we got from our Brickitect members gift exchange last year. This is the UCS Brickitect logo with myself and Clark there. Got the Pirate here, built that this year. We've got the Ferrari, which I love, and then we got this space dude up there, and I'm going to add some more things here too. I have things in the storage room and boxes that I could put on there. I wanted this to be like a celebration of Brickitect is what I'd like that to be, and I feel like that could be done better than just by having a poster there. Like this kind of stuff really means a lot to me because that was made for us from other people. Now over here, I guess I should show you my desk. This desk is all brand new. These chairs are brand new. Got rid of my terrible chair that I was sitting on. In fact, I tried donating it to the American Rescue Workers. They didn't even take it because the arms were messed up from my old desk. It would kind of go under here. But this desk I assembled over Thanksgiving break. I also got a swivel on my TV so I can have this kind of facing whichever direction I want, mostly like this while I'm gaming here. I got this low profile mic arm that can come over so I can like single-handedly do anything that I want over here. I also put this stand in for my computer as well. So I think that's pretty nice, and I like the setup over here. I could definitely do some wire management. I don't know if you can see it or not, but yeah, it's a mess back there. I'll get that. We'll fix that one of these days. Over here beside that, so if we're looking throughout the place, again, we started over there, we worked our way around. You can see how we're going. This is another bookshelf, but that's never held books, always Lego sets, including something that I was proud of building this year. The UCS popcorn cart has a lot of history on our channel. I also built this as an alternative to the gift with purchase without purchasing anything. And then I've got stuff up here. This is just kind of a catch-all. I'd like to clear that all off because I feel like it's a little too busy, but if things get a little crazy this year, I could most certainly put some sets up there. Here's some more craziness over here. I just kind of added the Boost and Welly, I think is what his name is. He's boot Lego. And then we've got the blacksmith shop. We've got Ninjago City, my favorite Lego set of all time, with the Green Ninja Mech Dragon floating on top of it. Very, very dusty. Probably the dustiest set in our collection. The treehouse, just a nightmare of a build. Another one of my favorites from Ninjago movie, the Destiny's Bounty. This is a mess too. I mean, we got flower sets. We've got Luke Skywalker's helmet. This I found at a yard sale, and I thought this was funny. It says Lego on it. It's not actually Lego. It kind of looks like it though, right? And I saw that and I was like, I gotta have it. So I bought that even though it's not actual Lego, but it says Lego. I got these shoes that I wasted all kinds of money on from Adidas that I'll never wear, but look cool on display. I built this car this year. We've got a motorcycle back there. Clark's Mock's down below there. We need to figure this bottom out. And then this is just a mess with Sonic sneaking back there. So we've got some room to do things down there. Beside that, if I back up a little bit, this is our screen for our projector, which happens to be up here. This is where the family watches movies at night. I put some blue LEDs around it, which looks cool when it's dark, but we've got a lot of light coming through here today because it's the afternoon currently. And then I've got a bunch of Lego on display under here in these little boxes. I'll give you a little sneak through here. I did have to rob this so I could get wheels for my popcorn cart, or tires. So I feel bad about that. I need to get on Bricklink and order those. But we've got my other favorite Lego set, the Nintendo, one of the 10 sets in my top 5. And then we've got some Disney action. We've got the Harley. We've got some Star Wars. We've got these cars, which these are my favorites. And they're getting very dirty and dusty down there. The Lego Duck. We got Spider-Man and a Jeep, of course. And then we've got Volkswagens, more Star Wars, and Marvel. If I come over here in the corner and pan over here, this is the couch that we bought. I think this was last year. It's a recliner on both ends. Clarkman sits in the middle. Very comfortable for movie watching. Got a coffee table here. We've made plenty of Lego videos in this spot right here that you've seen, and this is like a really great setup for when movie time happens. When I initially had this down here, I had shelves all the way across full of Lego stuff, and I thought, what would I enjoy more? Looking at Lego sets like that, or watching movies with my family? And I think I made the right decision. So that's the setup with that. If you're wondering about our projector, I think it's an Optima. It's a 4K projector. You can play games on it as well. That comes over here, which I guess I'll show you. So if we're coming around, let's not get disoriented here. This is the projector, or the screen. This is where we kind of walk down. You've seen this in the videos. But over here, well, I guess we'll start here. This is my At Games Legends Ultimate Arcade, and this is loaded with tons of games, legally, of course. Very legal, but we play this quite a bit and have fun with it. There's some of the games that are on it. And then beside it here, I've got this shelf, which is way overburdened. The main reason this shelf is here is to house the Sony receiver that's tied into all of these speakers that go around the room. That's for the surround sound. There's also a subwoofer down here as well. And then you can plug an Apple TV into that, which is what we do to watch Disney Plus and such. Can you even see that? Yeah, I think you can see it. There's us. This is from years ago. Look at little Clark, man. Look at that dude. This is Clark's mock. This is Clark's version of that guy. That was him trying to create it. So who did it better, Lego or Clark, man? Don't answer honestly. We got the Bugatti down here. We've got the Ford F-150 Raptor, got the question mark block. Master Chief apparently has died. We've got some little Ninja Turtles that we made. We've got real Ninja Turtles here too. Recreations, of course, they're not the originals. Infinity Gauntlet, Iron Man, some little things that I bought off eBay, Harry Potter. One of my favorite Lego sets, definitely in the top 10 of my top 5, Darth Maul bust. Oh, I love that thing. It's so darn creepy and awesome. We've got Yoda. We've got Voltron. These are like top tier. They're like top shelf, literally. And then we've got the Lego mosaic back there. And yeah, I just love it. Batmobile. I love that set too. Definitely in the top 10 of the top 5. But yeah, that's the setup. And again, I'd like to try to probably take a bunch of this stuff off because it's ridiculous looking. Look, the Majestic Tiger is on top of the Bugatti. Seems reasonable, I guess. If you're still with me, we're almost in the storage room of doom. If you look over here, these are all the minifigs that people have sent us in mail time throughout the years. And again, every time I come down here, just like the fridge, I look at these guys and I'm like, wow, those are all people that watch our channel. All of these guys and girls. It's remarkable when you think about it. Every one of these was sent in a separate package that we opened. And it's just incredible to see. This over here, also something that I look at all the time. This is Greg's World's plaque for hitting 100,000 subscribers. And then I've got one of those for Brickitect too. And it's remarkable because I would never imagine that I'd be in a position like this. Like, why would anyone watch my videos? But it's an honor that you do. And then speaking of videos, the Missing Pieces posters back here. That's my podcast I do every week. And I've been doing it for, I don't know, 4 years now. We're on episode 185, I think, right now. And then these are the stairs that lead us up out of the studio into the normal part of the house. Although Lego has infiltrated that as well. So maybe not so normal, but that is the studio, what it looks like as it is. And now we go to the place that everyone's waiting for. I'm very proud of the studio, but once we go in here, I'm not so proud because as you'll see, the storage room of doom is still very doom-like and the furnace is kicking on right now. So it might get a little noisy in here, but here's what it looks like when we're walking in. You can see it's very full. What we look at here when we first walk in is some projects that are ongoing in the world of Lego. Also, I have this Lego table that I got for $30. It's full of stuff that I want to do a whole video series on. This is the Darth Vader mosaic that isn't quite finished. All these pieces need sorted. This is one of many, but these were all of Clark's smocks and pieces from the table. That's where it's come. Got some things back here, including a flight stick for Flight Simulator that I want to get set up. There's my G920 wheel and pedal combo along with shifter that I need to find a new setup for. This is like household like tools and things that you need, like bulbs and all that fun stuff. I got a jailbroken PS3, completely legal with all of the games you could ever play for Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and Sega Genesis. We got the Arcade 1-Up. This is the Ms. Pac-Man counter or partycade, and I love this thing. There's some really great games on there. This back here is where I keep all of my manuals. We've got a lot of stuff up on top here. It's basically full. This is where I put all of my sets after I build them, and I put the manuals in here. And then, like, for example, this is Ninjago, and as you can see, that's what I do. I put the set number, and then I put the title of it there. And that's how I keep everything organized. We still have a lot of these empty, but what isn't empty are all these moving boxes. These have been full since the day we moved in here. These are all the sets that we built in the old house 4 years ago. So, yeah, a lot needs done with that, and ideally they'll go in here, but maybe I'll sell some of them off. Speaking of selling things off, everything you see on this shelf here is going on to the Brickitect Store on eBay, It's sets that I have already, duplicates of, gift with purchases that I have more than one of. So all of this stuff is going to be for sale. I'm not selling it to, like, you don't message me and be like, Eric, I want to buy that Lego City set. If you want it, Brickitect Store links down below. I'll start listing some of those, including these Christmas sets. I'm going to list these first. This stuff over here needs listed as well. I've got sealed CMFs and poly bags and things in there that I have duplicates of. And there's just a lot of stuff. I'm sure people are pausing the video right now to see what I have. Got the Ferris wheel down here. I debated on having that out on like the table with our amusement park, but it's just so big. It would take up such a large amount of space, but I'm tempted. Right now it's just sitting there. I think that's going to go on the shelf at least. Back here, if you guys want to see the backlog, this is it. This is the Brickitect backlog in all of its glory. All these sets are sealed and have not been built. Obviously, I guess that would kind of go with being sealed. And that's the top shelf there. Here is the next shelf of sets that I still need to build and get into. Some of these I don't even think I can because they're probably worth too much money to even open. And that's probably the case for, where is it? Oh, the brick bank. Is that what this one is? No, that's the corner garage. Yeah, this one right here. This one's most certainly worth more to someone else out there than it is for me. Don't message me about it. I'm going to maybe hold on to it as an investment. But yeah, here's all of the stuff. And there's, the Lambo. That needs build. I think I'm going to work on that here. We got the gunship. These are some of the sets that I got this year. We got Mickey Mouse. This back here. We've got the space shuttle, Luke Skywalker's land speeder, the typewriter. Heavy hitting sets. Black Panther bust, of course. What else is back here? You guys probably are more interested in this than seeing all my other stuff. We've got, what is that? The Festival of Lanterns. We've got the Parisian restaurant back there, the Ghostbuster car Ecto-1, the Daily Bugle, which I just recently got too. Man, there's some good stuff in here. A lot of very expensive sets that I bought, mostly to get gift with purchases, and then never had the time to actually build these. What do we got back here? The Adidas shoes, the Porsche, which I'm actually going to build. I think I'm going to build the Lamborghini rebrickable off of that. We've got the International Space Station, the poop train. I've got a, what do they call those? These are the succulents, but it's from the Botanicals collection. Got a few Technic sets here, Speed Champions. Everyone is awesome to part out since we already have one of those. Got a Batman set up there. The Brickheads, go brick yourself, I think is what that is. We got a Friends set up here. Oh, this is good. I got to build that. This was sent to us in the mail and I never built it. I feel like pretty rotten about that because someone took the time and effort to send that. There's stuff on the other side here. Like there's more than what you can see. There's more than meets the eye. Down here is, this is our next project. I never even did a haul video on this, which is crazy. What's this Star Wars set? Oh, it's Boba Fett's throne room. Never built that. I think Brad sent that to us. Lego Freak gave me that for Christmas. I never built that. Got a Harry Potter set. This is the Jurassic Park set that is opened but shouldn't be. It came that way from Target. If you're wondering about my roller coaster, I don't even think you can see it, but my roller coaster is back down there. The lighting is no bueno in here. We've got sets down here, by the way. Disney Castle, Haunted House, Police Station is back there. Geez, I'll need to get a light out for you guys. Here we go. Please hold. We got the Gingerbread House down there, Hogwarts Castle, or it's like the not the full castle, but the like the gathering place. I can't remember what it's called, but you can see these a little better. Maybe I should shine this so you can see it. If you're curious about any of these things, you can probably tell what this is. What's this one? Oh, the Atari is right there. I'm excited about building that one too. We got our advent calendars, which we'll be getting into in a few days. This is a Lego movie set. Which one is that? Lord Business's Evil Layers back there. We got some track. Got some vintage action here. Lego Castle. There you go. Hopefully this is working for you. How ghetto are we? This is literally my phone. I'm just holding my phone up so you guys can see. Galaxy Explorer's up there. What's that one right there? Oh, that's the modular, the Lego store. Oh, that would be great in our amusement park, wouldn't it? For our Lego store. Got some Brickheads down here, the Chip and Dale. And there's some other ones back there too. Again, these Star Wars sets here. These ones, like, this is what Lego enticed me into buying, unfortunately. I couldn't resist, so I got that. We got this. Again, I'm not selling anything just yet. I'll wait until I'm very desperate. Right now, not so much. Just trying to sell off things that I really, really don't need, which is like everything on this shelf out here. That's kind of where we're at with things. The reason I'm selling those, I bought several of those. So yeah, I kind of showed that, I guess. What else is back here? We've got boxes. This is my box of boxes. I save boxes for everything, including old consoles. You can see my Xbox box, my PlayStation 5 box. We got Skellington there. Got the, it's the G29 is the driving wheel that I have, not the 920. These are all my old toys from my childhood and old video games. I could do a whole series on this, like a whole thing of just PS2 games, Hot Wheels, GameCube and Wii, action figures, Xbox and PlayStation 3, Sega, all things Sega, 12-inch G.I. Joes, childhood Lego. I got some more of that. We've got sports cards, VHS, PlayStation 3. It's nuts. And then this is Lego stuff up here. This is all Lego back here as well. This is some video game stuff, but this is like Lego that moved with us, including a lot of sealed sets in there. This is all full of Lego. Every one of these that you see here is completely full of Lego that we got at yard sales. Like, you can kind of see it back there. My collection is crazy. Like, if I actually sorted this out, it would be insane. More Lego back here. This is what was on the back wall of our house before, or on the back wall, I guess. That's all there. This is my shipping stuff for selling things on eBay. And then this was going to be my shipping table. I actually moved my old desk, which is this giant table, in here. But I have to like get rid of a bunch of stuff. This is all things that need processed, things that we've built years ago that were just sitting on a shelf that I moved out of here. So all these things just need like taken out of the box. The box needs broken down, which, if you're wondering, speaking of box of boxes, right back there, all of those are all boxes. Like, I have an entire moving box of just boxes of Lego sets. It's insane. So this is bad back here. I have some insulation coming down. This was never finished back here. So this is like an unfinished room. You can see all that. The floor is concrete. Very cold on my feet. It's a chilly day today. There's some old Brickitect stuff. Got the Brickitect hats over there. Haven't worn those in forever. I should bring them back. And the Brickitect shirts. That'd be kind of neat. But yeah, this is going to be all shipping area here. This will be all clear. I have some Lego stuff under here. This is, I actually think this is my eBay stores. That's all the inventory that I'm selling on there. So I can just pull that out and then do the scale and do all that stuff pretty easily. Again, this will all be gone. This is going to be a project for me. I've got an old CRT TV back there, some boxes for selling Lego. If you want to see what this looks like from back here, my furnace, if you're curious. You can see all the things that we have. Ideally, what I would love to do is have a whole nother row of these here to replace all these boxes. So I think that's something I could easily do. But yeah, that is the storage room of doom. This is the one section that Cody uses, Mrs. Brickitect. These are all of our like Christmas decorations. But as you can see, I'm infiltrating this as well. The Home Alone house is back there. The Rex Celsior. I've got sets just everywhere, man. I think that's it. I got you a storage room of doom in all of its glory. Looking, I don't know how it looks. You can be the judge of that, but it's a little embarrassing, I guess, to put that all out there because it's just a lot. But in here, I'm feeling pretty darn good about this, and I gave you the full tour. Hopefully you got to see everything that you wanted to see, get to see how I'm stacking things, literally, figuratively, how I'm collecting all the things that we have. You got to see it all, and hopefully this turned out, again, with the new camera and audio combo. Hopefully you can hear and see everything, even if I had to get my phone out to illuminate it. But that's the Brickitect Studio as of the end of November 2023. This is something I should do more often as things change. And it's also good for insurance purposes. So I can be like, hey, insurance man, before the house burnt down, I had like 30 UCS Millennium Falcons. I didn't beat them on video though. No, don't let that happen. That's the tour though. Probably the longest video in the history of everdom. But that's my setup, that's my stuff, and this is the place that makes me happy. I get to do what I love to do here, making videos, sharing them with the world, and you guys are, if you're here watching this right now, you're a survivor. You got to stick with it with me, and I greatly appreciate that. So on that, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have a glorious rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next Brickitect Studio tour.